Hey, you ain't no regulator, boy. You just stay here with the pork. They smarter than you anyway. You might learn something.
But I am. Hey, what it do? I'm Jiggy the Poo. I got a crew, band of the Poo. You know how we do. We wipe out scrubs. We get the dubs. We get the ladies' hugs. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of What It Do, the story of Jiggy the Poo, episode 7. I was looking back on some of the, well, actually not some, but all of the episodes that I've been doing. And, you know, lately they kind of been on a downer, you know what I mean? And I want to do, for this episode, I want to do a episode that's actually an upper. That's an upper, you know, that sets a good tone, you know what I mean? Because, folks, I want you to understand that you know, my time on Mixer wasn't all bad, okay? And you know, there was a lot more good times than bad times, okay? There's a lot more good than bad. And for this episode, we're going to speak on some of the good stuff. And, you know, if you can remember one of my episodes, I was talking about networking. Well, it's very hard to find other streamers that, you know, be willing to, you know, network with you and actually do it to where they're not really looking for anything from you. And I know for a fact that I found this one streamer on Mixer that fit that description perfectly. The streamer went by the name of Old Gen New Gen Gaming. And, you know, to be completely honest, that guy there, man, is a friend. I can consider him a friend, a true friend. We spent a lot of time talking in Discord, offline on the phone, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, he was the first streamer that was actually really big, you know, bigger, way bigger than I was, to actually do a co-stream with me and actually share his community with me. And that's something really big for me. Really, really big. And I really feel that he actually took me under his wing to guide me on this streaming journey of mine. And, you know, I was very wet behind the ears, very greenhorn, you know. I didn't know anything too much about streaming, you know, when it comes to the political side and, you know, doing business and getting sponsorships and stuff like that. I didn't know. But, you know, he was the one that told me about how to get sponsorships, how to, you know, how you should really conduct a stream from start to finish, you know, just giving me pointers, not telling me, but giving me pointers. He never told me what to do. He gave me awesome pointers. And, you know, those things that I still implement today, I really do. And I really appreciate the guys. I really do. Folks, I still remember the time where we did our first co-stream. It was a Friday the 13th co-stream. And that was some of the most fun that I ever had. It really was. It was awesome. You know, just thinking about those times. And I really wish that I had footage that I could show you folks that, you know, we when we co-stream, we actually fed off each other. It was like we bounced off each other really well. And, you know, it's really tough to find another person that you can mesh well with like that, you know, these days. And, you know, I just wanted to know that I really appreciate, you know, all the stuff that he's taught me. There was there was a time where I believe it was 2018 PAX South at the Gonzalez Center or something like that. I can't, don't quote me on it, but it was in San Antonio. And, you know, he contacted me before we went out there, of course. You know, he contacted me and said, "Hey, Jiggy, they're doing co-streams at the Mixer booth. And I think we should actually sign up together and do a co-stream at the Mixer booth in San Antonio for PAX South." And I was like, really? You know, and what I was thinking was, he wants to co-stream with little old me. You know, at that time, I had about 5,000 I was a partner, but I had about 5,000 followers, and he had like what, 20, 25. You know, he was a lot bigger than me, but he wanted to co-stream. So we filled out everything, you know, and he said, okay. He said, all right, Jiggy, we're gonna go ahead and you know, submit this and see what they say. Man, when we got the paperwork, like when they made the post in like the partner Discord, I believe, of who was going to be featuring in the mixer booth, you know, who's going to be co-streaming, we were both shocked and surprised. Well, at least I was shocked and surprised that we actually got picked to do it, you know. And I was very nervous because I really wanted to make sure that we had that it went off well, you know what I mean, that there's a reason that they picked us, and I wanted to make sure that we did an excellent co-stream to prove that we deserve to be there. And when I think about it, we deserve to be there. We did an excellent co-stream. It was awesome. You know, it was very, very, you know, just seeing everybody gathered around you outside the mixer booth, just watching you. At the same time, people out there in the, you know, the internet verse watching you as well. It was a adrenaline rush, and I just kept feeding off of it, and he fed off it as well. That co-stream was one of our best co-streams, hands down. You know, it's just amazing how when you actually find good people and you bond with good people in the streaming game, how even though he's retired and the regulators are still around, because that was the name of his community, you know, they're still around. Even though he's retired, he still supports Jiggy the Poo and the Band of the Poo, and the regulators that are still with him, they're still supporting the channel as well. If you folks did not know that, you know, when we go live, there are several, and I will repeat, there are several regulators in the channel as of today. They are subbed, and they keep their subs. They are very, very supportive of the Band of the Poo. Very supportive, you know. I just wanted to dedicate a video of, well, not a video, an episode of What It Do, the story of Jiggy the Poo, about some of the good times. And this is one of the good times that, you know, that happened on Mixer. Me actually meeting somebody who was genuine and caring, you know, and his community was awesome. They were always supportive of any and everything that we wanted to do, or if I wanted to do. They were very, very supportive, and I thank them for that. I really do. You know, from showing that support, being there, all the way down to having conversations, say, Jiggy, you may want to look at this. Jiggy, you may want to look at that. Hey, watch out for this, watch out for that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the advice, the guidance, and just freaking being there for me and the Band of the Poo.